A detailed analysis of Home by Gabrielle Aplin.
I'm a phoenix in the water, a fish that's learned to fly. And I've always been a daughter, the feathers are meant for the sky. And so I'm wishing further for the excitement to arrive. It's just I'd rather be causing the chaos than laying at the sharp end of this knife. With every small disaster, I'll let the water still take me away to someplace real. 'Cause they say home is where your heart is sitting, stone is where you go when you're alone, is where you go to rest your bones. It's not just where you lay your head, it's not just where you make your bed. As long as we're together, does it matter where we go? So when I'm ready to be bolder and my cuts have healed with time, comfort will rest on my shoulder, not bury my future behind. I'll always keep you with me, you'll be always on my mind. But there's a shining in the shadows I'll never know unless I try. With every small disaster, I'll let the water still take me away to someplace real. 'Cause they say home is where your heart is set in stone, is where you go when you're alone, is where you go to rest your bones. And it's not just where you lay your head, it's not just where you make your bed. As long as we're together, does it matter where we go? Just where you lay your head, it's not just where you make your bed. As long as we're together, does it matter where we go?
Mise en scene. The singer is wearing a very basic clothes for a teenage girl. She is wearing jeans and a floaty t-shirt. However, these are both in very neutral colours in order to represent the totally natural and serene surroundings she is travelling through. Furthermore, the floaty shirt she is wearing reinforces the message of her being totally free and independent, feeling no restraint from anything or anyone, and that no natural or man-made force is going to stop her finding home. She is also wearing big heavy boots. These connote her determination to find the place, and she is clearly prepared for her journey. She is not being subjected to the male gaze, Mulvey 1975, in this video, as she is not playing stereotypes of being dressed in skimpy revealing clothes. She is clearly very independent. Halfway into the video, she lifts a feather from the ground. This emphasizes the message of freedom and independence, as those are a perfect metaphor for the kind of freedom the singer is clearly trying to obtain. Also, throughout the video, she overcomes and moves past a series of obstacles. This connotes that she has the determination and grit, and she is set on reaching this amazing place. At the end of the video, she picks up a large torch, which is a light. This is a clear metaphor for her finding home, as the flame symbolizes her burning desire to find this place, and she has finally found it. The setting for this video has been carefully selected. Some of it is set in a green, rustic environment, surrounded by bright greens and other bright colours. This is to show the natural world. The other half of the video is set on a beach, which is predominantly a man-made creation. These two settings contrast and represent the singer's turmoil as to whether to go on into the world and find her true home, or whether to stay in a cruel and repressing man-made world. By the end of the video, she is surrounded by darkness. This perhaps suggests freedom through death or isolation. This is a very unambiguous ending, as the audience do not know where she has ended up. The lighting throughout is very natural, which emphasizes the message of the beauty of the natural world even further. As the light changes throughout the video, it seems to mirror the passing of the day, as it goes from dim, early morning lighting to a bright middle of the day, and then to a deep sunset. This is symbolic of her journey. As the day passes, so does she. She keeps moving forward until it turns to night. When it reaches night, there is no other light other than that from the flame she is carrying. This perhaps connotes that she has chosen the natural world as something as basic as fire is providing for her. The singer is very calm throughout this entire video. This not only mirrors the genre of her music, but it parallels the calm and serendipity of her surroundings and the tone of the song. She does not seem rushed when she walks or when she moves. She is very calm, and this mirrors the pace of the song. Quick movement would look very out of place. The singer challenges stereotypes by very often looking at the camera, making the performance feel very direct and personal. This is a rare quality which modern-day musicians tend to avoid. She also tends to look off camera quite a lot of the time. This is to connote that she is very deep in thought and searching inside herself for this home that she so desperately seeks. Camera work. It is stereotypical that some parts of music videos are to be shot from a low angle in order to make the statement that the artist is dominant and in control. However, in this video the camera is always level with the singer, whether she is crouching down or whether she is walking, or whether she is facing the audience. We are level with her at all times. This connotes that she is very down to earth and close to her audience. The artist is not a big star yet, so this is really relevant to her situation. Instead of using low angles, it either uses a level shot and occasionally it uses high angle shots from over her shoulder. Although this should make us feel dominant, I don't feel like it does. I feel like it allows us to be let into Gabrielle's world, and it also connotes how she feels repressed by the man-made world and wants to escape. The camera tends to track her movement at different parts in the video. This allows the audience to feel very much part of her journey and almost motivates an audience to take a similar journey. It isn't when she's walking that the camera tracks her movement. It's also when she reaches to pick the feather up. The camera follows her down and then back up. This connotes that she is clearly the main focus of the video. The camera also tends to pan over the singer as she is stood still. This is to allow us to see Gabrielle in her full standing, as so far we have only seen her from behind or at a smaller shot. Also, handheld camera is used throughout the video. Although this does quite give an unprofessional feel, it connotes that the singer is unsure not only of which path she should choose, but she is unsure whether she wants to be independent and free. There is a great variety of shot types throughout this video, predominantly medium close-ups, and long shots. These are three shot types that are very significant in regards to the messages of this video. Close-ups are shown to emphasize her sticking with her roots in the man-made world. Medium close-ups are shown to show her being undecided about wanting to stay in a man-made world or wanting to be amongst nature with a simpler way of life. And lastly, the long shots are used to connote the singer distancing herself from the man-made world and diving into the natural world. It also uses over-the-shoulder shots. This allows the audience to feel really involved in Gabrielle's journey to find her home. It also allows us to see what she sees and allows us to see where she is heading. A mixture of both shallow depth of field and deep depth of field are used in this video. Shallow depth is used mainly towards the end to show that she has found herself, and deep is used at the start to connote that she is still searching. There are a great deal of occasions where the singer looks into negative looking space, which is just slightly off camera. This connotes that she is constantly searching for this place. This gives the video a very deep and meaningful effect. Editing. Cuts are used frequently throughout this video in order to show the progression of her journey. Although these are pretty short cuts, they do not look out of place or wrong in this video. Each one is purposeful and cuts to an important part of the video. Slow motion is used, and it really sets the pacing for this video. It connotes that although the journey is worth the while, it will take time in order to reach the desired destination. A mixture of both shallow depth of field and deep depth of field are used in this video. Shallow depth is used mainly towards the end to show that she has found herself, and deep is used at the start to connote that she is still searching. No special effects are used in this video. I personally feel like the absence of this makes the video much more powerful and meaningful, as there is nothing to detract from the singer's performance. Furthermore, the lack of special effects really emphasises the initial message of this video, which is that natural is overpowering over the man-made world. Sound. There is no diegetic sound in this video. This perhaps mirrors the peace and quiet which our artist so desperately seeking by diving into the natural world. Again, the lack of diegetic sound means that there is nothing to distract from the singer's performance. The song is called Home. The lyrics often compare things in the man-made world to those of the natural world, such as and
feathers are meant for the sky. A fish that's learned to fly. Take me
and then there are references to the singer being on a journey to find home.
Cause they say home is where your heart is sitting, stone is where you go when you're alone. It's not just where you lay your head, it's not just where you
Gabrielle Aplin, Gaia 1975, is clearly shown in this video, as the main artist, Gabrielle Aplin, is always in focus for the entire video. She is never out of focus or shown in the background. She is always in focus and is the main centre of attention for the entire video. We accompany her on her journey throughout this video. She is also shown as a televised bard, Carlton 1999, throughout this video, as she is performing the song whilst embarking on the adventure which the song anchors. She is not overexposed in this video and comes across as very honest. This challenges conventions as females are stereotypically supposed to be commercial exhibitionists, Carlton 1999, and therefore subordinate and only seen as an object of possession. This relates to Mulvey's 1975 theory of the male gaze. However, Gabrielle is challenging all of these representations in this video and becoming much more of an ideal self/ideal partner, Rogers 1980, which is much more self-respecting. She also appears to be completely breaking away from Burgess 1972 theory of ways of seeing, as she is not performing this in order to make herself seen, she is performing this song in order to make herself heard as a musician, which makes her very dominant. Furthermore, she appears to be very free in this video, which completely challenges the representation that women are trapped in their houses by their families and other such duties. The visuals to this song do anchor the lyrics. However, this is not exactly direct, as she does not sing about something and then it appears. It is a much more vague connection, as she is singing about home and how this is where you feel comfortable and where it feels safe for you. The video shows her being on a journey to this place, until at the end she realises that the journey has been not a physical, but a metaphorical and spiritual thing, and she has realised that home is not a physical or labelled place, it's something that every person has inside of them.